Courtney here, and I just wanted to touch base with you because you asked some questions about some of our cutlery. So first of all, this is our German forged cutlery. The German forged cutlery you're going to find all come with little black cases, which is really nice. And I have several of my favorite pieces out here for you today. Probably the two that I use the most are my 7-inch Santoku and my 5-inch utility. So the 7-inch Santoku, first of all, and I want you to know that it's blade from tip to tip. That's called full tang. That means that it's a sign of professional quality. You're never going to have to worry about it breaking on you. It is just really a durable knife. It actually goes through a multi-forging process where they heat it, they hammer it, they harden it, they cool it, and it becomes the blade. This is not just blade shoved inside of a handle. This is blade from tip to tip. Most of your knives go through a process where they literally just do like a cookie cutter and they cut it out and they shove it inside the handle. Not our cutlery. It's German forged cutlery. It's the highest on the market. Another thing you're going to notice is all these little divots on either side. These little divots are called grantins. The grantins allow you to aerate as you slice. So things that are sticky, say like potatoes, they're full of starch. And so every time that you're cutting through them, the starch is going to go up to the blade. This guy will help aerate it as you slice it down, okay? Or if you're cutting the cheese, you can cut right through it. Ha ha ha. All right, so another thing you're going to notice about it is the piercing tip. The piercing tip on the blade allows you to put the knife at a 45-degree angle and make paper-thin slices of bell peppers, zucchini, onions, anything like that. What I also love is the blade is super sharp, so as I'm cutting through celery or green onion, when you get done cutting, they're not all still connected, all right? You've actually cut what you're trying to cut. The blade is super sharp. I can actually slice through a bell pepper in the air. All right, but you're going to notice that that is a really good thing. People tell me all the time, Jennifer, what should I be more scared of? A sharp knife or a dull knife? You should always be more afraid of a dull knife. That's when you get to going like this, trying to cut through it, and that's when you lose the finger. When you can just slice and it slices right through, that's a good sign of a good quality knife, okay? Another thing you're going to notice is that it's lifetime guaranteed. So you just want to make sure that you retain your information from your purchase, and they will replace it should something crazy happen to it. I have seen some weird things happen to the cutlery or whatever, but just make sure that you retain your receipt. You might see if you leave it get in water too long, some little places that look like rust. It's actually not rust, it's oxidation. A little steel wool will take it off. Just make sure that you hand wash only and then dry it right away and then slide it back into the case, or you can put it into our knife block set. Okay. Another thing you're going to notice about the knife is it's not meant to be held by the handle unless you're mincing. If you're mincing, then you can move your hand back and you can mince and stuff, and you can dice up your bell pepper, your herbs or things like that. The rest of the time it's meant to pinch and wrap. I always say you've heard of the bend and snap. This is the pinch and wrap. So you're just going to pinch it right there around what's called the bolster and wrap your hand around it. It's going to give you maximum control and make it perfectly balanced in your hand so that you can make perfectly good sharp cuts whenever you're cutting. I use the 7-inch Santoku all the time. It's the one that I grab all the time. I have another one in my drawer right here. All right, that's how much I love them. One for home, one for shows. And you're going to find that you probably love it just as much as I do. If you're scared to death of the 7-inch Santoku, we do sell a 5-inch Santoku. However, you want a cutting board that's the same proportionately in size to your knife. And I like to cut on a big cutting board, so therefore I need a big knife. So this is my favorite. We do have an 8-inch chef if you're going to be butchering up any kind of chicken or cutting up chicken breast or things like that, or butchering anything. This is a great knife. Or if you've got a big, huge head of lettuce, or if you have even like a head of cabbage or something like that, that's a great knife for that. The 5-inch utility, I do grab him a lot, and he actually comes in your kit when you start your business with Pampered Chef. 5-inch boning is a great knife, and the 3-inch paring. I really don't grab my 3.5-inch, or excuse me, my 3-inch paring. This is 3.5. I don't really grab the 3-inch. It's a little bit too small for me. Most of the time, I am between these two, the 5-inch and the 7-inch Santoku. So that is our cutlery. It's super sharp. It's awesome. It's, like I said, got a lifetime guarantee. And if I could force purchase you, I would, the 7-inch Santoku. All right, that's a little bit about our cutlery. Hope you enjoyed it, and hope you buy some.